On March 1st, 2015, Jon Rothstein tweeted, "This is March." This is the Museum of Twitter, the show we talk about the most important tweets in the history of Twitter.com. It's Sports Tweet Saturday, and it is the first weekend of March Madness, so I had to do a March Madness tweet. And you're probably like, how is this possibly an important March Madness tweet? And by itself, it isn't. It's the amount of times that Jon Rothstein has tweeted this. This is the first tweet I can find from him searching that just says "This is March." I think he might have started it before, but Twitter's search is mostly broken. But the thing about Jon Rothstein is, and anyone who's on sports Twitter knows this, he tweets "This is March" so many times. Just using 2015 as an example, in the days after he tweeted this tweet, he tweeted "This is March" either alone or as part of another tweet 7 times. And the important thing to know about that, if you're not a college basketball fan, is that the NCAA tournament doesn't start until the 3rd week of March. So he wasn't even in his heyday of tweeting "This is March." I just went on his account and counted, and as of Saturday, March 22nd, he has tweeted "This is March" in the year 2025 83 times. The man cannot help himself. Okay, but who is Jon Rothstein? To make a long story short, he is a college basketball reporter for CBS Sports. Justin Williams actually wrote a great profile of him this year for The Athletic, and apparently he's actually really good at his job. Gary Parrish, another reporter, says if you only knew him from Twitter, you might think he's a basketball robot, but he's the best newsbreaker in the sport. But most people know him as the guy who tweets "This is March" and other things like it. Apparently the first person to really put this in writing is the great Roger Sherman, who wrote an article for SB Nation called 5 Things Every Fan Should Know About the Final Four, and most of what it was just pointing out how many times Jon Rothstein tweets the same things over and over. In addition to "This is March," he tweets "Death, Taxes, and Bo Ryan." Bo Ryan was the coach for Wisconsin for a long time. Also, "Death, Taxes, and Bill Self." Bill Self is currently the coach of Kansas and has been for a long time. Another tweet he loves is "College basketball, where the unexpected becomes the ordinary." He also tweets the same Shakespeare quote all the time, "What's one is done, joy so lies in the doing." But the main thing he tweets is "This is March," to a pathological degree. I just picked a random year, 2022, and this is just from 2 days, from March 20th and March 19th, and he tweeted "This is March" this many times. When David Roth wrote about him when he was at Deadspin, a former coworker of his actually said that he types out all of these tweets himself. Every time he tweets the same phrase over and over again, it's not some template, he types it out on his phone. And when David Roth wrote the story in 2018, he noted that on March 5th of 2018, from 2:10 p.m. to 9:52 p.m., he tweeted "This is March" 5 different times. And that same year, he applied for a copyright on the phrase. And when sports business reporter Darren Rovell tweeted about Jon Rothstein wanting to copyright "This is March," what did Jon Rothstein quote tweet it with? "This is March." By the way, he did copyright it. You can see here from this year that he's selling swag that says "This is March" on it. Also, "We sleep in May," which is another one of his phrases. Last year, he had a fan pick'em competition called "This is March." And apparently he doesn't just do it on Twitter. His wife was interviewed for that Athletic story, and she said, when it gets to March, he will literally walk around our place and repeat, "This is March, this is March." I'm like, I know it's March. Just say it in your head. And so, I can't even make fun of the guy that much. Clearly, he's just really passionate about college basketball. And people on Twitter notice, and people make jokes about it, and people quote it. Like Bang made this meme giving him laser eyes and a crazy background that says, "When it's March." And really just to become part of the lexicon of college basketball Twitter. I think it probably started off ironically, but now people just say "This is March" all the time. Yesterday, when David Oven was talking about a game between Alabama and St. Mary's, he ended it with "This is March." When Gator Sosa was showing him at a game in March Madness, he tweeted "This is March." When the blog Rush the Court tweeted about how the phrase "What channel is True TV" spikes every March, it ended that tweet with "This is March." People showing their setups to watch the games tweet "This is March." And people use it ironically to talk about sports that aren't basketball, like women's college bowling or international curling. It's just a part of college basketball. It's a part of March Madness. Jon Rothstein has almost become like an avatar for college basketball on the internet. Like when Ryan Allen Cluck wanted to show people that he made a bracket on his wall using painter's tape, the person he tagged in that tweet was Jon Rothstein. And what did Jon Rothstein quote that tweet with? "This is March." I'll be completely honest with you, I've done a complete 180 on this guy since I first noticed him. I thought he was one of those corny sports reporters who had no personality and this is all he thought about. And I think that that is somewhat true. I think that this is all he thinks about. But I think he thinks about it to such a degree that it creates a personality. Yes, he's capitalizing on it. Yes, he's somewhat in on the joke. But I also think he so sincerely loves March Madness. And I think we'd be better off on the internet if people who sincerely love something took this approach to it instead of, being annoying about it. Follow me for a new tweet every day and consider subscribing at patreon.com/museum of Twitter, and I hope your brackets are not busted.